Hello, how are you? Welcome to Aprendo en Casa. I am teacher Laura Reales Ballestero, and today we are going to continue with the nice lesson about science and technology. So I hope you enjoyed a lot and learned many things at home. So go invite your family to participate with us. Okay, for start the lesson, we are going to need some materials. So let's get ready. You are going to need a pencil, or if you want, you can use a pen. It can be black or blue ink. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. You are going to need also some sheets of paper, or you can use a notebook, whatever you prefer. Okay, you are going to need also a sharpener and an eraser in case you have to correct your mistakes. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some very good reminders for this class. Please try to look for a place where you avoid loud noises. Please look for a quiet place. Make sure you feel comfortable, maybe in the place where you always complete your self-study guides. Okay, now we are going to think as a scientist. So let me put on my lab coat, okay? Because we are going to suppose that we are scientists or maybe engineers. Okay, so let's start. Today, you are going to listen, you are going to speak, you are going to read, and you are going to write topics related with science and technology. So let's travel to a world full of science and technology. Okay, now that you have already known some definitions about science and technology, you are going to listen to an audio. But before that, we are going to review some vocabulary. So there you have a picture, and it is a smartphone. Okay, so repeat after me, smartphone. Okay, now you have another picture, and it is self-centered. Repeat, self-centered. Okay, now think about the following questions and take some time to think about it and share your opinions with your family. Okay, let's see the questions. In today's world, is a smartphone a necessity for people of all ages? Or it is just a luxury item? Why or why not? Okay, let's continue with the other question. How do people who grew up without mobile phones feel about this? Okay, think about it and discuss with your family. Nowadays, a smartphone is very useful to communicate with people at work, for our studies, even to shop. But sometimes it becomes a luxury too. Many people grew up without so much technology, and they did it well. But times have changed, and using technology is part of our daily life. Okay, now it's time to listen to the audio. But before, let's read each of the following statements. Okay, there you have. The young man needs a new phone because his parents took his last one. Someone stole his last one. His phone is an older model. Okay, let's continue with the next one. How many phones does the young man already have? 3, 4, 2. Okay, next one. According to the conversation, what are the young man's parents like? They are friendly, generous, or kind? Okay, think about it because you are going to listen an audio. Okay, let's continue. What do his parents want their son to do to get a phone? Ask his brother if he can use an old phone. Take out money from his bank account. Find a job and work to earn money. Okay, so think about all these questions and now get ready to listen carefully the audio. Okay, ready? Let's do it.
Hey, you look really unhappy. What's going on?
You don't want to know.
Okay, see ya.
Wait. Why are you walking away?
Well, you said I didn't want to know.
No, wait. You see, my parents really don't love me.
What do you mean? When I met them last week, they seemed really caring.
You don't understand. You see, I want a new smartphone. I need one, and my parents won't buy me it.
Excuse me, but don't you already have an iPhone?
Man, yeah, but it's 3 months old, and it has a small scratch on it.
Where? Let me see. Let me see.
Look.
I don't see a scratch.
Look right here.
That?
You see it?
It's just a speck of dust.
Anyway, and my other phone.
What? You have 2 phones?
That's beside the point.
So did your parents give you a reason for not buying you a new phone?
Not a good one. Only something about being self-reliant and not being so entitled or something like that. And now they want me to work on the neighbor's farm to pay for it.
Good idea.
It's not fair.
Hey, I think I know the problem. Take a look in the mirror. You'll see both the problem and the solution.
You're no help.
Okay, now that you listen carefully to the audio, let's check the answers of the statements. Okay, let's see it. First you have the young man needs a new phone because his parents took his last one, someone stole his last one, or his phone is an older model. Tell me, what is the answer? Very good, that is the correct answer. This phone is an older model. Okay, good. Let's continue with number 2. How many phones does the young man already have? 3, 4, or 2? Tell me, what is the answer according to the audio? Very good. Number 2, okay? He has 2 cell phones. Very, very good. Okay, let's continue with number 3. According to the conversation, what are the young man's parents like? Are they friendly, generous, or kind? Okay, let's see the answer. Kind. Very good. You are doing a great job. Let's continue with the last, number 4. What do his parents want their son to do to get a phone? Ask his brother if he can use an old phone. Take out money from his bank account. Find a job and work to earn money. Tell me, what is the correct answer? Okay, and it is find a job and work to earn money. Very, 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 very good. You did a great job. Okay, so now that you listen to the audio, let's analyze this. Many teachers have concerns about using their cell phones at school and in the classroom. Now, think of 3 reasons why it is good to use cell phones, and think about 3 reasons why not. Okay? So please think and discuss that with your family. Okay? Well, some reasons against can be that cell phones can be a distraction. Unfortunately, students can cheat on exams, and cell phones can help to get poor grades, okay, because you are all the time using your cell phone. Okay, so, but the other hand, the positive things could be that students feel comfortable using something like that, and you can get many educational apps. Okay, so there are pros and cons about the use of cell phones at school. Okay, so let's continue. It's time for some reading. Do you like reading? I love it. I like reading. Okay, so do you know how computers have helped deaf people? Computers not only help us to work or to study, okay? It also helps to people with disabilities. Okay, so before the reading, we are going to introduce some words that you are going to need for the reading. Okay, so you are going to watch these words and then you have to repeat. Okay, so ready? Here you have the words. First, deaf people. Okay, repeat, deaf people. Now you have lip reading. Okay, repeat, lip reading. Now you have tested. Okay, tested. Then you have lip motions. Okay, repeat, lip motions. And the last one is invent. Okay, invent. Now that we read these words, we are going to see the reading, and we are going to also see some questions and answer about the reading. Okay, ready? So let's do it. Okay, here you have a reading named Lip Reading Computers. So let's read it, and then we are going to choose the appropriate alternative to answer each question. Okay, ready? Pay attention. Scientists at the University of East Anglia, UEA, England, have created lip reading computers that can distinguish between different languages. All the computers that can read lips are already in development. This is the first time they have been taught to recognize different languages. This achievement could have practical uses for deaf people, for law enforcement agencies, and in noisy environments. So let's continue with the questions, okay? What's an advantage of lip reading computers? Tell me, according to the last paragraph, what is an advantage of lip reading computers? They create particular lip motions, teach you how to speak a language, make you learn how to feel your lips, or are very useful for people who cannot hear. Okay, so tell me, what is the correct answer? Excellent. They are very useful for people who cannot hear. Okay, for deaf people. Very good. You did it great. Okay, so let's continue with the reading. The technology was developed by statistical modeling of the lip motions made by a group of 23 bilingual and trilingual speakers. The system was able to identify which language an individual speaker spoke with very high accuracy. The languages include English, French, German, Arabic, Mandarin, Cantonese, Italian, Polish, and Russian. Okay, so now let's see the questions and then we are going to answer. Okay, how was the technology of the lip reading computer tested? Okay, according what you read, tell me, how was the technology of the lip reading computer tested? They took people who spoke more than one language as model, had automatic movement of their lips, had different shapes of their mouth, had different shapes of their lips. Okay, so tell me, what is the correct answer? Very good. It spoke more than one language as models. They took people who spoke more than one language. Okay, very good. You're doing a great job. Okay, so let's continue. Funded by the EPSRC, the research is part of a wider UEA project on automatic lip reading. The next step will be to make the system more robust to an individual's physiology and his or her way of speaking. Okay, so let's continue with the question according to this. And it is, who invented the lip reading computer? People from France, scientists from Taiwan, researchers from a university, or researchers from an Arabic university. Okay, so tell me, what is the correct option? Okay, yes, people from France. Exactly, they invented the lip reading computer. Very good job. Okay, so let's talk about the reading. Did you know that computers help deaf people to understand languages? What do you think about what is presented in the reading? Does technology help us be more inclusive? Okay, so think about these questions. I'm going to repeat it. Did you know that computers help deaf people to understand languages? What do you think about what is presented in the reading? Does technology help us be more inclusive? Okay, today technology facilitates progress in inclusion across the globe. Technology operates as a tool to deal with inequalities and overcome social gaps. Now, we are going to explore some other important vocabulary about science and technology. So please pay a lot of attention because you are going to need these words for the next part. Okay, so there you have the words. Okay, repeat after me. Computer. Okay, computer. Now you have household budget. Household budget. Okay, repeat. Household budget. And now you have devices. Repeat, devices. The next one is video games. Okay, video games. And now you have type. Okay, type. Okay, very good. Now that you have these words, please look at them and take your pen and your notebook and please copy them on your notebook, okay? So we are going to match with the picture. There you have, okay? You have the computer, the household budget, okay? So please write on your notebook. You have the devices. You also have the video games and you have time. Okay, so tell me, how much do you depend on technology in your day-to-day life? Okay, think about what happens if you lose your cell phone in this moment. Maybe you become crazy, right? Because nowadays we depend a lot of technology. We need the technology to communicate with our family, with our friends. We use the technology to study and to work. And for example, in this 2020, if we don't have a computer or a cell phone to work or to study, it is a little difficult to continue, right? So technology is very important. Now we are going to go over some questions, okay? So are you ready? Let's see. It says, what do children use computer for? Okay, we are going to read something and then you are going to answer these questions. So we are going to go over first. For making more money, for keeping records of their video games, for playing games and doing schoolwork, for keeping records of their family budget. Or number 2, how do computers help human communication? By directing nuclear weapons to other countries, by playing Pac-Man and River Raiders alone, by drawing pictures and writing tests, or by translating languages. Okay, let's continue with the order. It says, how do office computers help business people? By keeping updated sales inventories, ordering from small restaurants, promoting the delivery of shoes. Okay, let's see. How many kinds of computers are there? 3. There are 3 office, home, and letter typing ones. There are only 2 analog and digital, only large and small ones, or only 1. Okay, now we are going to see the reading. Okay? So it says, computers are machines that help people find answers to their questions. There are many kinds of computers. Some are very large, others are so small that we can put them in our pockets. There are 2 basic main kinds of computers, analog and digital. Computers can do many things. They can solve mathematics problems, record airline reservations, help in space flights, and direct nuclear weapons. They can even speak and make translations from one language to another. Computers are becoming more and more popular. Many small businesses, such as shoe stores and restaurants, are using small office computers. Okay, so let's go over the answers. Okay, let's continue with the answers. What do children use for computers? Tell me. How do computers help human communication? Okay, that's good for playing games and doing schoolwork and by translating languages. Okay, let's continue with the order. How do office computers help business people? Okay, how many kinds of computers are there? Okay, by keeping updated sales inventory. There are only 2, analog and digital. Very good, you are doing a great job. Okay, now you are going to watch and listen to a video. But before that, we are going to review some of key vocabulary. Okay, so here you have. Okay, here you have the questions about the video that you're going to watch. Which of these statements about Albert Einstein is true? He was born in 1905. He studied at the University of Berlin. He died at the age of 76. Which of these statements about Albert Einstein is not true? Wrote the book, A Brief History of Time. He graduated in 1901 and he was born in Germany. Okay, let's continue with the other question. And it is, okay, it is he died at the age of 76. Very good. And the order, he was born in Germany. Okay, now that you watch the video, let's self-assess what we did today. Okay, so ready? There you have. Did you read the instructions carefully? Yes, you did it good. Very good. Did you check on the words that you didn't understand? Yes, exactly. Very good. Did you finish the linguistics task proposed? Yes, you did. Very good. Okay, so in our next lesson, we will continue working with new topics. We are going to have more time to talk about science and technology. So please see you next Friday here in Aprendo en Casa. Okay, so take all the vocabulary that you have learned today to review next week. Okay, so this is Laura Reales, your English teacher. Bye-bye. Take care.